Thanks for coming over this Amadeus, and today's Dungeon Hunter Champion video is going to be about the unit I pulled yesterday, Peregrine, right? The nature sniper. So I went ahead and grinded her up to 6-star along with Queen Bee up to 6-star and Basalt up to 6-star. I just happen to have a lot of fodder laying around that I've been working on and saving up every week. So I was able to do all three yesterday, and we just knocked out of the park. 7-5, fully geared, all of these champions, and just tore through it. But this is what I landed on right now for Peregrine. I'm not super satisfied. I'd love to hear in the community, I'd love to hear from the community in the comments below, like what you guys are using with Peregrine, and realize that I don't have good martial gear. So if you're going to tell me to put her on martial, I'm gonna be real sad because my martial gear sucks. But we're trying to solve for that. But right now, what I've done is I put her on Adept Broken to try and mix as much as possible crit rate, attack, and accuracy, which are her three primary stats. And let's just do her skills first, because her skills will help define why we kind of built her that way. So first and foremost, her main skill is, or her auto attack is Unstoppable Bullet. Shoots an energy bullet at an enemy from a distance. If the target has a shield, removes it. Blocks buffs. If the target has an unremovable shield like an OH, it deals bonus damage based on enemy's max HP. I use her in OH. I'm not seeing a significant amount of damage coming from her in OH. And I think that some of that's just because we struggle at like, because we're on OH9, right? So we just, I mean, you got to do so much damage on OH9, and the gear's really got to be set. I lean very heavily on Withering gear in OH9, and that's not how we were able to build her. So I think that given some time with some more gear choices, we might be able to add her into our OH teams. But this skill just didn't, in all honesty, do as much damage as I hoped that it would do. Still great. So I know there's a lot of people out there looking at this skill and they're like, Amadeus, this skill's amazing in Steel Widow. I 100% agree, and we're not even through her skill kit, and she's got one of the most obviously good for Steel Widow skill kits in the game. And here, we'll get into why. So her second skill, Charge Shot. After a quick charge, shoots a laser beam in a direction, damages enemies, and lowers defense. So we have stripped shields, add buff block, and lowers defense. I know. It's pretty. She's an amazing debuffer. Her third skill is Support Drones. Calls drones to protect self and allies. Gain shields. Drones periodically shoot nearby enemies. Drone projectiles damage and lowers attack. Each drone can only shoot a specific enemy once. Shield amount based on attack. So this is right here. So you can just see immediately, like, high accuracy, and we want to get attack on her. Well, if you have high attack, why not just optimize her to be able to do some damage? Now, her tactical grenade throws a grenade to a location, deals damage, and pulls enemies towards the impact area, kind of like trawling for victims. Kind of pulls everybody in there. I can only imagine how great this is going to be for Ultimate Blitz. It's really cool in Arena at the higher levels of Arena. It is super cool in waves, but it's just not as effective because right now, her and her teammates deal so much damage. The waves really don't have a chance to congregate where you'd have to pull them back and forth. She's got a super disappointing synergy trait, but that's not why she's on your team. And everything else is so cool it doesn't even matter. So this is where we have her, and she, like I said, she's support. She's not DPS, right? She's support, and she does such a good job. And she needs, for this particular thing, I would say that you want to build her Adept Precise. I don't have the gear sets yet, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm missing great gear for the glove slot and Adept. And Precise. If I had some better Precise gear, and I'll show you what I got. Like, this is my, I don't even have an available Precise. And that doesn't even have crit rate. Yeah, I'm just hurting super bad because so many units use Adept and so many of them use use Adept and Precise. So many of my units use it. It's like, do you strip one of your other units like Washi to give her the better gear? I'm just gonna farm, right? Because I'm tired of stripping and adding. Now I might do something on launcher day, who knows? But for now, we're just gonna keep farming and try and get it up there because she only has an 80% or 79% crit rate. And you know, you've heard me talk about this all the time. Like crit rate. It's got to be higher. It's got to be higher. So I'd love to get her attack up higher because it could easily be higher. I'd love to get her crit rate up a little bit higher. But really what I want to focus on is the crit rate and accuracy. Those are the two I really want to buff up. And I think we can do that if we got some decent, precise pieces to fill those 2 broken spot slots. But all in all, like I said, she's a great unit. Now, this is what I will say that I have learned since I've been playing her, is this first skill in Steel Widow. It says, if the target has a shield, removes it and blocks buff. Okay? Here's the deal. In Steel Widow, they have immunity and shield up at the same time. So if you strip the shield and throw blocks buff up there, then it doesn't get applied because that immunity's up there. So she can't be your only unit in the raid, right? So you definitely have to have some port, but I will tell you that she is a killer with Washi. Or not with Washi, but with Hoshi. So she's a killer with Hoshi. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Why do you have the Archangel in there if the light or if the Nature Sniper does both the lower attack and the shield? Well, I want to show it for 2 reasons. One, because I literally want to show exactly what people are probably wondering about. If you have the Nature Sniper, you probably already kind of gleaned onto this. But the Nature Sniper can potentially, when it's fully skilled up with great gear, maxed out costume, it has the potential to replace the Light Archangel. It's very tough though. You have to have, you know, this is a very end game build where you would team synergy, where you would have that, right? And from my perspective, I think that would probably top out at, most likely would top out at like Steel Widow 12. I don't think that you could go Steel Widow 13 or 14 without a Light Archangel, because I don't know if you can get the shield up high enough, but maybe you can. Oh, right there. You just saw her strip off the shield because the immunity wasn't up. But when you see these circles around the champs, those are that's the attack-based shield, which is also why you see 2 shields going on at the same time. So she's definitely laying into these champs. She gives some survivability, but you still got to watch out for your super squishy champions like Wink, right? Because as you can see, Wink died. So it's not like a cure-all, which is why I haven't replaced the Archangel. But now she's also able to like jump in there with Rhoda as a DPS, right? So now her and Rhoda become the main DPS. So you really effectively have 2 support DPSs in Rona and the Nature Sniper, Peregrine, and it's pretty nice. Let's run that again. So I really, like I said, I've been playing her. I really enjoy her. I think she's super cool. Now, I did try her over in PvP, but she's just not as good as the Water Sniper in PvP, in all honesty, or the Light Sniper in PvP. So she doesn't really have that role on my team, because Rona is strips, you know, like just is straight up a stripper. And removing those buffs is just so important in the meta that we have right now. And you know what's weird is it's really important to strip buffs in the meta, but how many really good strip champions do we have? Basically, it's Rona is your best strip unit. Maybe Vimal or Sharma, maybe. But I mean, I'm really torn to find like other good strippers in the champion pool. In the comments below, if you're like, oh, Amadeus, you're totally missing out on like this champion or this champion that totally strips off the buffs. I know stealing the buffs is going to be huge with the clerics, and as somebody pointed out, the vampires have always had that ability. I've never noticed that, so I didn't know they do that. But I was super excited for the clerics. But see, this isn't just another reason why I need to have a vampire now. I need to have a vampire so I can do better videos. So Gameloft, if you're listening, actually I wouldn't want them. I wouldn't want you to give me that. That was a whole fiasco, right? Man, I really think that you can get this shield up if you can increase the duration of the shield with which you can increase the duration of the shield with skill ups. I think you could get that shield up all the time. And as you can see over here on the left hand side, because it gives you a shield for attack, it counts as a separate shield. So you have an attack based shield, an HP based shield from the Light Archangel, and the Light Archangel can double stack its shield for a couple of seconds to really lay on the defense. So much more consistent with that lower attack now that we've upped the Archangel's accuracy. And I think that with the support of the Nature Sniper, you're doing that as well. So yeah, it's a sub 1 minute team. And it's super safe, as you saw. Like a unit died, like a major DPS unit died, and we were still able to get through it. I don't know what else you would want from that standpoint. This is what I want to point out. So the Nature Sniper, with its attack-based shield, healed for about half as much as the Light Archangel did. So I think that it's possible to tweak this team and to tweak the Nature Sniper. And I want to work on it, right? I want to work on fully skilling up the Nature Sniper, tweaking her, putting the right gear on her, getting her, maybe use some of that attack gear that we've stored up for the Manus champions and for the Snake Ladies, and just kind of like maybe get her above 2,000 or get her above plus 2,000 attack. And I think maybe that shield could be, maybe just go attack and see how high we could get that shield, because from a DPS standpoint, that's like 5 times, well, it's 4 times higher in damage as the Light Archangel. So I think it could be possible where she could replace the Archangel if you had her on top tier, top skilled up stuff. So like I said, it's just real excited with that particular champion. Now I will tell you, this is the reason that I built the other 2 champions. So let's go to Battlefield, go to Arena. Oh, I got a challenger. We'll do that later. So here's where we went with. This is my current defense, right? It's a stall defense. It's not meant to win, right? It's 100% not meant to win. What it really is meant to do is to. That's interesting. I didn't even think about the synergy trait. That's my bad. No, but what I was saying is that this is the defense I've been running. It's been so on defense, but from the community at large, like, it's not supposed to beat you. It's just supposed to stall you for 20 seconds. Like, because I can usually beat a team in 10. So my goal is, if I lose every 20, then that means I can win 2 matches for every 1 I lose in rush hour. So that's really the goal. But by all means, feel free to hit the snot out of this defense and let me know how long it took you to get through. I don't imagine that it should be a problem to get through. I just hoping that it takes 20 seconds or more to do so. You know what though? It might be worth it to hold on. It might be worth it to put the Nature Sniper in here as the threat instead of the Archangel. I don't know. Because I'm always torn, like, which Archangel to use to begin with, right? But I want to just make sure that I have immunity there with Torleone to stop cleave, right? Because as long as I can buy 6 seconds with immunity to prevent a cleave, I think that I can get that 20 seconds. But like I said, go ahead and let me know. Throw the beating on my defense. Let me know if it takes you more than 20 seconds in the comments below. And then if you got a suggestion about what would improve it from a stale or from a stall standpoint, let me know. I'd be really interested in that. And then, like, see if I can take you out. I'm gonna put the old sniper in here. I'm gonna move the sniper up front. Yeah, there's nothing really man, I don't really need to worry about the defense on, or worry about, well, I guess I got the light archangel, so the silence can be super annoying. But I want to watch how that third skill works for the nature sniper. I want to see if it's really like trawl for defense. Let's see how it works on auto in arena. Oh, it does. It just brings them all right together. Very nice. Very nice. So it really brings them very close together if you got some good AoE, like washies type champions. I could see where that would be very effective for like things with very small area of effects. Kind of like the clerics, right? Because the clerics lay that dome. Interesting. Let's try that again. Yeah, look at that. That brings them right together. So what's nice about that is it brings them together, and then the magical girl uses her first skill and or second skill and has an opportunity to lower defense on everybody in a line, which is basically everybody that you just brought together. So that's pretty cool. And then it's just a matter of cleanup. Now, the nature sniper does not do as much damage as Rona or the water sniper at all. So you need to, because she's a support champion. So remember, she's just support DPS. So it's really important to keep in mind when playing that it's not a 1-for-1. But if you have the nature sniper Peregrine, drop in the comments below what you think a good build would be. What kind of some things where you use her. I'm definitely gonna skill her up, right? As soon as I can get some more tutor puffs, I'm gonna. Oh, here's a good one as well. Because once again, we want to bring everybody together and kind of take them out. So let's see how this works. Because we're not too worried about the stun or the silence because we have immunity. So right off the bat, we just want to bring them in together and let the old boom. Yep, brought them all together, and then just power it down. Oh, you know what? Let's just make sure we target the old assault, because he can be an arm twister if you aren't careful. Make you play his type of game. We don't like that. I'm gonna need you to get these girls off the dance floor, man. Come on. Boom. Yeah, I throw that bomb. Yeah, see. All of them just sucked right back together. I like that a lot. I do. I like that a lot. I think it's really, really helpful. But like I said, it's always a tough toss-up. You have to be going into the right match, right? Like, you gotta not need a stripper. And I know what you're thinking. Like, well, you just went into a shield team without a stripper. But remember, the nature sniper can strip off a shield and throw on buff block, but she can't get rid of like immunity or invulnerability. So shield's not necessarily what I'm talking about when I say that the other team doesn't have or that you don't need a stripper, because she'll take off the shield. So if it's just shields and stuff, that's not a problem, but you just want to make sure that you don't do that. So like I said, yeah, in the comments below, let me know what you're thinking about the sniper. Like I said, I had a lot of fun playing with her, testing her over the last 24 hours. She's super cool, and I'm finally so excited to have Basalt and the Nature Bee done too. So, as always, thanks for watching the videos. Have a great day.